Again, Amber. Test. Test. Okay.
Check.
Ready when you are, Mrs. Lowell.
Very good. I'd like to welcome everybody to our regularly scheduled governing board meeting. Dr. Sparks is away this evening with his family, and so I will be acting as board president just for a few hours. So we look forward to having you all here tonight. We'd like to go ahead and start with Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Ms. Blasio will go ahead with a roll call.
Governing Board President Dr. John Sparks, absent. Governing Board Clerk Sherry Lowe.
Present.
Governing Board Member Denise Reese. Here. Governing Board Member Raul Rodriguez.
Present.
Governing Board Member Anthony Bruno.
Here.
District Admission Superintendent Dr. Manuel Valenzuela.
Present.
Assistant Superintendent Scott Downs.
Present.
Assistant Superintendent Brett Bonner.
Here.
Chief Financial Officer Lisette Huey.
Here. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
We'll move on to approval of the agenda. Dr. Valenzuela.
Yes, ma'am, Mrs. Lowell. I'd recommend approval of the agenda as it was revised this evening.
We have a motion.
Second.
All those, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Approval of the minutes, Dr. Valenzuela.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Mrs. Lowell. Members of the board, you have in your packet draft copies of the minutes from the regularly scheduled meeting of the board back on October 25th, 2023, in addition to a couple of other public notifications of board gatherings, including the Amato Youth Center ribbon cutting on October 21st and the board retreat on October 28th. And after your review and consideration, I do recommend approval of all of them at this time.
Thank you very much. I have a recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. Motion carries. Continue on to ratification of vouchers. Ms. Huey.
Good evening. Tonight, I recommend new payroll number 13 through 15 for a total payroll of $9 million. Additionally, I recommend expense vouchers 3033, 3034, and new expense vouchers 3049 through 3056 for total expense vouchers of $16 million and a grand total of payroll and expense ratifications of $25,119,002.51.
I have a recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. Motion carries. Thank you very much,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Huey. Superintendent's report, Dr. Valenzuela.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Mrs. Lowell. You know, one of my favorite parts of these meetings is to be able to report on the successes in our school community. And it's wonderful to see all of these families and all these wonderful students here. It truly is my favorite part of the board meeting. As is sharing about happenings around the district, first I want to just elaborate on the fact that, although he wouldn't say it, Dr. Sparks is everywhere. And he would not be absent here unless it was something really special. And his son, who is a senior at Sahuarita High School, had his last swim meet and associated activities. So I told him, you have to be a father first, John. You absolutely have to be there. So I'm grateful that he's there with his family because he certainly sacrifices a lot for all of us and for our community. We always start with our enrollment report, and as anticipated, we see a few greens and a few reds, but the net effect is that we are holding steady at 6,287 students. And again, that reflects from a budgetary standpoint, the budgeting that was done by our CFO, Mrs. Huey, and so we're in alignment with those projections and the budget formulation. I'm pleased to announce that the marching bands from both Walden Grove High School and from Sahuarita High School have qualified for state in their respective organizations. I believe the Walden Grove band is going to state this weekend, and then the Sahuarita band will be participating in state the next weekend on the 18th. So we, of course, wish them all much good luck. In addition to success and good wishes, like to wish the Red Wolves of Walden Grove, the football team, best of luck as they've qualified for the state football playoffs, and they travel tomorrow up to the Phoenix area to take on Northwest Christian. We know they'll represent us with great excellence and pride. Wish them the best. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to attend a very special event at Copperview Elementary School. One of our teachers, Stephanie Drew, who teaches 5th grade at Copperview School, was honored by the local organization Tucson Values Teachers with their Teacher Excellence Award. And I don't know if we have pictures of that, but it was amazing. And it was great recognition. She got like a check for $250, a big thing of roses, and really just an opportunity to acknowledge the tremendous contributions. For me, my favorite part was asking her students to describe in one word why she's special. And I'm telling you, she needs to write that down and frame it. It was classic. To earn that kind of sincere feedback from your students, speaking as a teacher, it's priceless. So congratulations to Stephanie Drew. Speaking of the success of our students, this morning, one of our high school seniors at Sahuarita High School, Nathan Huey, signed his national letter of intent with Division I San Diego State University to continue his education and his career as a collegiate baseball player. I speak because his mother's very humble and she probably wouldn't say it, but Nathan, I've known Nathan literally since he was an infant, and he used to run around with his dad around the baseball field right here. And he's not only a tremendously gifted athlete, but he's a scholar that represents the best of what we do in educating children. He's also just a fine young man. So when they succeed, we succeed. So I am the biggest bragger about all of our kids when they win. And this next person, well, first of all, I'd like to wish all of our veterans the best of Veterans Day. I know that freedom is not free. May we all take time to remember that and never to take it for granted, and to say thank you and to honor our veterans with how we live our lives as citizens. And with that, I want to tell you about another outstanding individual who I cannot take credit for because he's probably 2-3 years older than me. But he did attend Sahuarita High School. A few days ago, the Air Force swore in a new chief of staff. You might have heard how they were having trouble getting these people through Congress or whatever. So they swore in some very senior, I guess in the military role, they'd call them the top brass. And the new United States Air Force chief of staff, so the senior Air Force officer of the entire United States Air Force, is General David Alvin, who has a resume that is amazing. But on that resume is Sahuarita High School, class of 1981. So as they say, even if they're older, when they shine, we shine. And to have somebody from our community be the commander of the world's greatest Air Force, that is awesome. We are so, so proud. So I think the other thing, I do have a couple of quick notes. The board lunch is tomorrow at Walden, 11:30. There's going to be a lot of happenings going on there. SFE will be there with their smoothie machine that they make with a bicycle. I can't wait to see that. They'll be recognizing the band before they get on the bus and go up to Phoenix for their state competition. So it'll be a cool place to be there. I will be there at 11:30 for any of you that can join me. And finally, I would be remiss if I did not say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll say it 50 million more times if I have to. Thank you to our community for this tremendous expression of trust in the passage of Prop 401. It truly is a legacy investment that's going to impact our facilities in a way that will, well, they'll be around longer than me, that's for sure. And so I feel really grateful for this community, and I'm thankful for that trust, and we will continue to work tirelessly to earn and honor that trust. And with that, Mrs. Lowell, I turn the microphone back to you.
Thank you very much. We will move on to our governing board reports. Start with Mr. Rodriguez.
want to follow up with what Dr. Valenzuela said. Thank you so much for those that voted yes. Yeah, that was a big win for us. Big win for the students as well. Looking forward to tomorrow. I'll be at Wrights and Ridge for the Veterans Day, and let's go Red Wolves.
Thank you very much. Mr. Bruno.
I just want to say I was invited to main cafeteria farmers market lunch. I was really impressed with the farmers market lunch and how many of our students chose healthy alternatives rather than eating junk food, and how many kids were lined up and really into the fruit and the salads that were there. And that was from the intermediate school. So I was thrilled to see that happen. I too want to thank everyone, not only in this room who voted yes in the district, but I think across Pima County, all 5 schools who had bonds or overrides passed with very high results, and it shows that we value our students and we value education. We all know the way out of poverty is through education. So thank you all for stepping forward to do that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bruno. Reese.
I just want to wish both Walden Grove and Sahuarita High School bands good luck as they prep and get ready to compete competitions. I'm actually also attending the Veterans Assembly at Wrightston Ridge tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to that, and just want to wish everyone a safe and happy 3-day weekend, and see you on that weekend.
Thank you very much. I'd like to congratulate all the students in here. We're about ready to step up for the recognition on that. And also, Mrs. Drew, I want you to know that her very first year out of student teaching, she was a teacher at Onza Trail, and my oldest son, Robert Lowell, was in her class. And so he's going to come back from Vanderbilt Law School and see Mrs. Drew, visit her classroom, and talk to the kids. And she's an amazing teacher, and I'm really glad that they recognized her for that award. Been a fan of hers ever since. And we will continue. So let's move on to recognition of staff, students, and community. Dr. Valenzuela.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Mrs. Lowell and members of the board. It is, again, that favorite time to recognize some amazing people that truly make Sahuarita shine. And I believe we begin with recognizing yet another exemplary member of our honored Sahuarita support staff team, which is a vital element to the success of our mission. So with that, I will turn it over to my colleague, Mr. Downs, for the honors. Mr. Downs.
Thank you, Dr. Valenzuela. I'm going to apologize if I cut off midway. My microphone is blinking, so I don't know if it's going to, we'll see if I can. It is my pleasure to read this nomination from Mrs. Shelley Lizardi and the Wrightson Ridge School Administration team. As you guys know, I say it every time, picking one person from 400 is very difficult. Our support staff is a valuable member and contribute so many things to our school district. Yeah, let me just use yours.
Oops. There you go.
Without any further ado, continuing, they have nominated Mrs. Angelica Stover as the Sahuarita Unified School District Support Staff Member of the Month.
Yay!
Angelica's artistic talents shine through in her creation of the monthly newsletter, a vibrant and informative publication that helps paint a vivid picture of the exceptional school. Her collaboration with parent-teacher organization to organize events and coordinate programs that brings readers into the school is a testament to her teamwork and communication skills. She oversees the book fair, ensuring its smooth operation. One of Angelica's most notable qualities is her unwavering commitment to our students. When she identifies students in need, she wastes no time in finding effective solutions to address those needs. Her quiet yet mighty presence on our campus is truly remarkable. Angelica's professionalism and strong work ethic are qualities that can only be relied upon, making her a trusted team member. She consistently puts our students first in every decision, reflecting her deep dedication to their well-being. It is with great enthusiasm that I have nominated Angelica for the well-deserved recognition of Support Staff Member of the Month. Our school is fortunate to have such an outstanding employee who enriches the lives of both staff and students alike. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Mrs. Lowell, with your
Yes.
permission, may I proceed to our students? Again, we move to honoring some of Sahuarita's finest, most amazing young people who truly set an exemplary example of leadership, character, and citizenship through their daily action, and in doing so, set a positive example for others, which is one thing that leaders do. So each student was nominated by his or her school as the one or two students, some have two, some have one, who set these highest standards of virtue and citizenship ideals. We congratulate you. We also congratulate your parents and grandma, grandpa, and your cousins and aunts and uncles and everybody else who's been a part of shaping your life, because we know that your family is your first and most significant teacher, and we are partners in helping to shape and guide you to be the very best you can be. So we honor all of you through your children, and we thank you for sending them to us every day and for allowing us to work with you and helping them be the best that they can be. When your name is called, please come down. Mr. Bruno will present your award. You'll receive a nice certificate, a letter, and also a gift card to Barnes & Noble as a token of appreciation and acknowledgement. When you come down, I believe Mr. Bonner will set you up here on the steps so that we can take a nice picture, because part of this award is being publicized in the local newspaper so everybody can know how amazing you are. So let's get going with first our leader in character from Sopari Elementary School. Congratulations, third grader Sophia Askren. Sophia. Sophia, if you want to walk around after you get your award and shake all of our hands, we'd love to congratulate you. There you go. So just walk around here. We'll all shake your hand, and Mr. Bonner will put you up there. Keep up the And we will continue in our recognition with the two leaders in character from Anza Trail, one elementary, one middle school. Our first one is from the elementary school, and this student is also a third grader. Congratulations, Cooper Berry. Cooper. And our second honoree from Anza Trail School, the middle school side of the house. Congratulations, sixth grader Anika Castillo. And we now move to Sahuarita Primary School, where our leader in character is a second grader. Congratulations, Gustavo Zanardi Castro. Come on down. Congratulations to Gustavo. And we go on to our leader in character from Sahuarita Intermediate School. Congratulations, Asha Rupp. Asha. Congratulations. And we now recognize our leader in character from Copper View School. Congratulations, Kalia Alvarez. We are so proud of these students. Good job. And we now do our 2 honorees from Wrightson Ridge K-8, again, elementary and middle. Starting with elementary, the leader in character is Reva Butler. And the middle school leader in character from Wrightson Ridge, congratulations, Beverly Van Daren. Beverly. We are now up to Sahuarita Middle School, where I am honored to share that our leader in character is Alice Almaguer. And as Alice comes down, I will move to our high schools, starting with Sahuarita High School, where the leader in character is a freshman. Congratulations, Jessica Heidel. Congratulations, Jessica. And now we recognize our leader in character from Walden Grove High School. And this student is a senior. Congratulations, Jelia Avalos. Congratulations. Well done. And we round out this evening's honorees with the leader in character from Sahuarita Digital Pathways Academy. Congratulations, Ella Rainey. Congratulations to all of you. Keep up the good work. We're so proud of you. After the picture is taken, if you'd like to come down, parents, and take kind of like your own shot, please. And then when we're done, please feel free, if you prefer, to take them home for homework or whatever is the next on the calendar this evening. But we're just grateful you made time to be here this evening. Of staff. I know where. Thank you. I'm ready when you
Are
are,
we good?
Mrs.
Okay.
Lowell.
Thank you very much. We will go ahead and continue with the meeting. Is it okay? Doors open? We'll be fine. We don't have any call to publics. Is that correct, Ms. Palacio? No call to publics? Okay, good. So we'll move on to, where are we at? New business? And new business, discussion, possible action, online auction items. Is that correct?
Yes,
Number 8,
ma'am.
Dr. Valenzuela.
Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Lowell, members of the board, as usual, you have a list of items that have gone through the process of being deemed, having used their useful life, and we put them up on auction to capture additional residual value for the benefit of the district mission. I always look at these things just because I'm curious. This month they seem to be kind of heavy on equipment type of stuff. I think I saw some like a tire lift and stuff like that. But in any case, I ask this evening for your designation of these items as fit for public auction so that they may be put out there for the capturing of this residual value.
Thank you very much. We have a recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
A motion is second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you very much. Move on to new business, discussion, possible action, support staff pay schedule. Dr. Valenzuela.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Mrs. Lowell, members of the board. This is actually a somewhat anticipated step and one that my colleagues, Mr. Downs and Ms. Huey, counseled me to anticipate, and that is it's based on the fact that the minimum wage has changed. It's changing on January the 1st, and it's going up to, I believe it's $14.35. We anticipated it, and we actually worked to build it into our normal compensation program last spring. But of course, we don't know what that number is going to be or exactly how it's going to end up. We did budget for it, both through the regular compensation process and with a modest contingency anticipating this. As it turned out, that difference between what we were able to provide and the minimum wage is 11 cents. In other words, we have the people that are below that threshold currently that we need to bring up is the amount of 11 cents. However, in order to keep the system stable and not create salary compression issues or those types of situations that would then create other problems, we budgeted about $70,000 or $80,000 for this. And so what you see before you is a recommendation from Mr. Downs to revise the schedule, basically to give every employee an 11-cent raise and to elevate the chart for support staff accordingly. And so before I make that formal recommendation, Mr. Downs, is there anything else substantive that you think is worth pointing out before I make a recommendation? Is that pretty accurate? Very well. Then at this point, I would recommend the board's approval of the support staff pay schedule revision as it was presented in your package.
Thank you very much. We have a recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you very much, Dr. Valenzuela. We will move on to consent agenda. We're there.
Consent agenda, once again, you have a list of items that are considered routine, and they may be considered as comprehensive in one motion. And at this point, I do recommend the board's approval of the consent agenda in its entirety.
We have a motion. We have a recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you very much. We'll move on to establish the next board meeting. Dated next meeting, December 13th, 2023, here in the district auditorium. I need a motion on that, do I, Dr. Venezuela?
No, ma'am.
No, we're just going to. And then we are going to move into executive session.
Correct.
So we have a little formality that we always forget. So bear with me. I think it's
Motion to move into executive session, right?
So I
Yes.
need a motion to move into executive session.
And there's the reading.
Wait,
Yes.
first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Denise, you're up.
So all persons present are hereby reminded that it is unlawful to disclose or otherwise divulge to any person who is not, actually, this we read after we go
Correct.
into executive session. So this is discussion or consideration of records exempt by
There you
public,
go.
by law from public inspection, including the receipt and discussion of information or testimony that is specifically required to be maintained as confidential by state or federal law.
And we need a motion to move into executive.
So now I need a motion to move into executive session.
So moved.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. We're
There will
now in
be-
executive session.
Correct. We'll go into
So why don't we
executive
take
session, and there is no anticipated additional public action by the board this evening. But
Okay.
we will come out to adjourn.
Correct. So we're going to take a 5
5 minutes, yes.
Okay, 5-minute break, and then we'll be back. Thank you.